everyone. Welcome to the Leaders Lounge. This is Women's History Month. Happy Women's History Month. This whole month, we are going to be celebrating dynamic, amazing women who are empowering others, who are helping others through mental healing, who are going to inspire you through their entrepreneurial journey. So many great things. Why? Because it's important, A, that we celebrate others, but B, that we expand our bandwidth of knowledge of all of the great things that are happening locally and in our country. So today I have an amazing woman who is joining me every week in the month of March. So make sure that you tune in. We will have another amazing, exciting woman who's joining us right here in the Leaders Lounge. Today, Miss Cassandra Reed is joining us. She is an author. She is an accountant. She's of course, amazing. Cassandra, how are you? How you doing today?
I'm doing excellent. How are you, Don?
I'm
I'm
fantastic.
doing
It's good
great.
to
How are
see you.
you?
Yes, I'm good, good. Thank you so much for joining
Thank
me
you for having me.
because I know you're super busy.
Yes.
She just recently launched her book, which we're going to get into in a minute. But like I was sharing with you before we started
Yes.
this, I read your bio, and your bio alone is amazing. So I see why you needed to write your story. And particularly, I'm just gonna start at the beginning and then kind of move us forward, okay? So when I first read the piece about
Okay.
you going into Grambling, you were going to study
Yes.
accounting, finish your first year.
Mhm.
Now you're in your second year,
Mhm.
and we find out we're going to have a little one, right? And then I just found out from you moments ago that a couple of weeks before you had thought you were having one, you found out you were having two. So, Cassandra, first talk to us about the resilience that it took within your mindset to know that even though you were now going to have an addition in your life, not one, but two additions, what was the resilience mentally that told you you were still going to keep going? Because you could have even gone back to Chicago, right, and finished school. What made you continue to go even though you knew that now you were faced with this challenge?
Hmm.
Yeah, well, she'll be back. She'll be back. Something must have happened with her signal, but Cassandra was at Grambling, and in her first semester of her freshman year, she found out that she was going to have a baby. And then, as she shared a couple of weeks before that, she found out, before the delivery, she found out that it wasn't just one, but it was two babies. Not only did she, of course, give birth and have a challenge with one of the children, she had to, of course, redirect her whole life from being a single college student out here, just, having fun and studying, to now a mom of not one, but two. And so, what we're going to talk about is her and how she was really able to move past that challenging moment of finding that out, of having the baby, of going through the health challenge with one of her sons, to graduating and then living out her college career at Grambling, completing her degree, and becoming a full-fledged accountant. So I was just sharing with everybody the backstory. You back?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Good.
Cheeks.
Okay. So
Okay,
I'm
wait, but you're still low. Let me turn my hold
okay.
on. Hear you? Can you say something?
Hello. Testing. Testing.
There we
Testing. One,
go.
two, three.
Much better.
Can you hear me? Okay. Okay.
I
Now.
can hear you
Uh,
perfectly.
okay. Okay. We're gonna keep going. We're gonna keep going because she's back. I
Okay,
just shared
good. Let's
everybody.
keep going.
Okay, I shared everybody with everybody your backstory and told them about how
Okay.
out about you were having two kids and one of them had some health challenges, but you still went forward, completed your degree, became a
Yeah.
full-fledged accountant. So just give us kind of the Reader's Digest version of what you went through mentally to have the
Okay.
confidence to finish, to still, and you took your children down there, right? So you
Yes,
didn't,
I did.
kids were
When they
with
turned 1 year old, I got the health bill, from their pediatrician to say that they were good.
you.
Their
Okay.
health was good. It was stable
Okay.
enough.
Okay.
So I was on a job at the time that didn't want to promote me because I did not have my degree. And that said, okay, well, I'm going to get it because I don't want to be turned down for nothing. I didn't want to give anyone an excuse to tell me no,
That's
ever.
right.
So I said, hey, I'm resigning. I called my professor at Grambling and he said, Cassandra, just come back. We'll help you with the boys. We'll figure it out. Just do it. And I did. I drove those 12 hours, packed them up, and we went back to Grambling. And yeah, I finished with my twins and they were 3 years old. By the time they were three, I was
Oh
graduating.
my goodness. I am getting chills hearing that. So you can actually no, because we sometimes we will get stuck and we'll
Yeah.
think we will let circumstances
Yeah.
dictate our steps
Yeah.
versus what God has told us to do.
Exactly.
So you went with what God
Exactly.
said, not what was around you to say, hey, I'm packing up this car. I don't know how we're gonna get it done.
I don't know how we're going to get it done. I don't know
Okay.
how. But we going to do it.
And then to have the support of, what was it, a Grambling, was he a professor or was it a,
Yeah. My
Okay.
college professor, my accounting professor, the one that helped put my classes in the system to
okay,
get me started and get me back there. But
Okay.
also one of my computer professors, his wife, they had an at-home daycare, Nigerian family. They had like 11 children, and they said, "Hey, come on, we'll take the twins, and you can go to class, you can do your work study, all of the things, I had to get it done." I was with their father at the time, but he dropped out. He was doing whatever he was doing. I could not concentrate on that.
Okay.
My goal was to get a degree and raise my children.
That's right. Stay focused. You got to stay focused. And you know what else I thought about? So I'm also an HBCU kid, right? And so
Yes.
to me, I know all colleges are, you may get a good education, but it's
That's right.
something about the familial nature of an
Yes.
HBCU.
Yes. It's like family.
It's family.
Mm-hmm.
They will tell you. I tell people, I say, if you go to like at Howard, you're not going to fail unless you want to. If you fail, it's
Yeah.
because you really just
That's
didn't
right.
want to get anything done. Because
That's
they
right.
will help you to get it done if you want.
True.
So because my son, I don't know, did your kids go to college?
The twins chose not to, but my daughter is in college. She's at TSU, and she'll
Okay,
be graduating in May. She's an accounting major too.
okay, good, very nice.
And my son, he's at NIU. He didn't go to a HBCU. He wanted to stay closer to home, and he
Okay.
felt like they had the best program for him in an accelerated law program. So yeah, I have two in college now.
Oh, that's nice. Like
Mhm.
my son went to Mizzou. That's why I was asking, and I didn't. It was cool, but he went 3 years and then he didn't finish. But
Mhm.
I felt
Where
like
did he go?
Mizzou.
Okay.
I
Oh,
mean, he met his
Mizzou.
wife there, so that might have. It was a very good school. He was accepted to Morehouse and Howard, but that's who was offering the money, so that's where we went. He went at the time, but I often felt like if he went to Morehouse or Howard,
Yeah.
but he met his wife there, who's a very
Okay.
my girl. I love my
Okay.
daughter.
Well, that's good.
Everything is in divine order. Yeah,
Everything
exactly.
is in divine order. Yep.
So now let's go forward a little bit. So you got your degree, you became an accountant. I saw some more that you eventually even became. Now, was it an IRS, and are you still with the IRS?
Yes. It'll be 25 years in August.
Are you kidding me?
I started at 25. As soon as I graduated, that was my first interview. I interviewed 5 days after graduation, and then they called me. I had planned on going back to school to get my master's right away, but I interviewed in Cincinnati, and they wanted me right away, so I started.
Oh, so you went to Cincinnati at first.
I did. I went from weekend to Chicago after graduation, went home, dropped my babies off and everything, then went to Cincinnati for the interview that one day and drove right back to Chicago after the interview.
Oh my goodness, that is amazing. So, okay, and then so now, but what got you back to Chicago from Cincinnati?
This is home for me. And
Right.
my mom is here, my family is here. And so, oh, there's two of you. And so I did not, I wanted to come back where home was, where my support was. You're muted. You see
Can you
your
hear me
mic.
now?
There we go. There we go.
Okay. Okay, let's see how this does because this battery is trying to go low and they don't have a plug in here. But we gonna get through with this.
Oh,
It's
okay.
gonna be fine. So because I got a backup right now.
Okay. Gotta have a backup.
Okay, so awesome. So now you're in Chicago. Fast forward, you're doing
Uh-huh.
your IRS, everything is going great. You got married. In what year did you get married? Because I saw you met him in 20.
I met him in 2014, at the end of 2014, like 2 days after Christmas, some foolishness like that. And we officially started, being mutually dating, just like mutually exclusive, in January of 2015. And we got married in August of 2019.
Oh, okay. So y'all dated for a little while.
Yeah, we dated for a little while. We bought a house. It was a lot. And let me just say this and be totally transparent. Dating an independent woman like myself is not easy. Brother, you got to come with it.
You don't have to be transparent because you're preaching to the choir.
After I done built the house, it's me and my sons. I was not looking for a stepfather or any of that, just a companion. So it was like, just don't tell me what to do.
Don't tell me what to do and let us know where we're going with this.
Yeah.
Because I don't have time to waste. We not
Yeah.
wasting.
Yeah. So that's what it was, because I was so reluctant to get married in the first place ever in life. I was like, I'm never getting married. So it was like, wow. But we both saw that, like I saw that he was there for me. Like he was the man and he allowed me to take my cape off.
Oh,
You know?
I love that. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. I totally
Yeah.
understand. Well, congratulations on that. So it's been 6 years now. 7 years?
Wait, I hear an echo.
How long have you been married? I'm trying to get rid of it.
We've been married. It'll be 7 years in August.
Okay, 7 years in August.
Yeah.
And you still can hear me, right?
Hmm?
Can you hear me? You still can
Yeah,
hear me?
I can
well?
hear you
Okay,
clear.
okay.
Mhm.
I had to turn that one down. 7 years in August. That is absolutely fantastic.
7 years, year completion.
That's year completion, and then 8 is new beginnings. So, hey,
Yep.
but not new beginnings with another person. It means just.
That's right. That's right. Just to be clear.
Let's be clear. And hubby, we not trying to break up. We just saying
No, we're not.
it's a freshness. That's
Yeah.
that is awesome. So now let's get us to the book. What made you write the book? And her,
What made-
by the way,
Mhm.
as you all can see before she talks about it, it's called Making Faith Moves No Matter What. So first,
Yeah.
tell us, before you tell us what made you write it, where can they find it?
You can find a book on Amazon
Okay.
and through my website, CassandraLreed.com. It's CassandraLreed.com.
CassandraLReed.com.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, for a book. I'm just going to put that there. Now tell us why you decided to write it. Why now was the time?
Okay. Well, let me say this. God had told me years ago to write a book to help other women heal from what I've been through. And at that time, I didn't think I had done anything so special that I needed to write a book about,
Okay.
and also for me, I'm an accountant, right? So I choose the background. I didn't want to be in the front. You know what I mean? Like,
Right.
Notoriety, fame, that was never my thing.
Right.
I like
Right.
the background.
Sure.
But when I got sick and I was going through chemo and I was in my bed and God said, it's time. Like,
Mhm.
it's time. Like, you have nothing else to do, ma'am. You need to
Right.
write,
Okay.
you know?
Okay. Mm-hmm.
And I
Mm-hmm.
heard him in obedience. I had to be obedient to that word. And when I say it took me 3 years to get through this, it did.
I
It
believe it.
took blood, sweat, and tears, literally.
I believe it.
I cried through it. I prayed through it. It was it's my testimony. It's transparent. It's a lot of things. So it was very difficult to write, but I just know that it touches the heart. When it's
Yes.
from the heart, it touches the heart, and that's the goal. So me
Okay.
being in divine order and being obedient, yeah,
And that's so important.
that's why it was now is the time.
Absolutely. And
Hmm.
when he tells us to move, I've always said when he tells, it'll be a whisper, and
Yep,
he's like,
yep,
move, and I
yep,
have to go in that direction.
yep.
It's never failed me, so I understand exactly
Never.
what you're talking about. So,
Hmm.
were you able to complete it during your chemo journey, or
Hmm.
okay? So you completed it then, okay?
Well, no,
Because
it's been written like probably 10 times over.
okay,
I had to write out the skeleton first, a first draft of what. And also, let me say this. I went through a coaching program through a company called Destined to Publish.
mm-hmm,
And they helped me through the whole coaching, getting the story out. They affirm that, yes, you have a story that needs to be told.
mm-hmm,
And I said, okay, well, let's do it. And it was just like, don't worry about how it sounds at first, just get it out. And
okay,
so I wrote. And then, of course, it was like I needed to edit,
okay,
revise,
right,
edit, change,
right,
add context. Because more than my story,
yeah,
it's women's history.
that's right,
And women's history and Black women history.
that's right,
So for me, it wasn't just telling my story, how I went through. It's also Black history. I included nuggets of Black history in my book.
okay,
You know?
good,
Yeah.
okay. Which was
Yeah.
going to be my next question. What do you want readers to gain from reading your book?
Um, Resilience,
Okay,
survival, and how to use your faith. Not
right,
just praying and saying, I have faith, but doing the work. That's
right,
why it says no matter what, and making faith moves no matter what. Because
right.
you have to move.
You
Faith
have
calls you to move. If I had not got out of my head as a child at 18 and say, hey, I'm going all the way to Louisiana where I know no one to get this degree, where I have no money, no car, but I'm going to get it done. That was faith.
yep.
I couldn't see the next staircase, but I moved. In this instance, I could not see what God was leading me to, but I moved. And that's what I want people to do. Get up and move. Do
Get
what God is calling you to do.
girl, my head
We
is
all go
shaking
through
like
painful moments.
that's right.
Yeah.
My head, I know my head is just going. I
I'll
want to
start
get up and run
preaching.
around. Right. I want to get up and run around this coffee shop.
It'll make you do that.
It'll make you do that. Not only that, again, back to divine order. When I was driving here, the sermon I was listening to by T.D. Jakes was "Keep it moving."
Oh, yeah.
He said, "You don't have the money, keep it moving. You don't know
Yeah.
what you do, keep it moving." Because he said, "The a miracle is in the movement. The
Yeah.
miracle is in the movement. If you just don't sit still and don't do nothing,
You got to move.
you have got to move,
Yeah.
no matter what.
Yeah.
When you're giving that message from God, you got to move. You don't have to. You
Hmm.
and you can try to paint the whole, like you said, the staircase yourself.
Yeah.
But he will inject his pieces so that you have to rely on him.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I love that. I love that.
Yes. Yes.
I wish you much success in the book. I mean, I could even see you. Have you done any speaking engagements yet?
I'm sorry. There's another echo a little bit.
No. Have you done any speaking engagements?
There we go. I have. I
Okay,
have. I did one. Well, my first one was like this. It was over the computer, over
Okay.
the internet for breast cancer.
Okay. Yeah.
So I spoke on breast cancer at two other events. One, like I said, was over the internet. The other one was in person.
Okay.
A program called Just Us Sisters Talking,
Okay.
and it was funny. It was like a 180 moment with them because they delivered a package to me while I was going through chemo. They helped me. Yeah, that organization delivered a package to me, and so in turn, when I was healed, was cancer free. Praise God. They asked me if I would speak at one of the, at their annual event. And so I spoke there. I spoke at another church and yeah, and then on the radio. So a couple, but I intend to do many more.
There's going to be more. There's going to be more coming
Yeah.
because, like I said, I'm just sitting here and I'm getting chills from your story because,
Yeah.
and I want
It's so many layers, Don.
So I know there are. I know we probably don't even have time to
Right.
tiptoe through the tulips in a real way.
Yes.
Because I already know.
I'm talking about them twins were born 1 pound, 10 ounces, and 2 pounds, 3 ounces. My first miracle.
See? Yeah.
I was in labor 7 days and I passed out in birth. My oxygen, there was no more oxygen going in my lungs, like cold blue, like it was a lot. So there's layers to this story. So,
But it's in the layers that people will see that you, and I'm talking to other people out here, you can do it.
yeah,
Do not, because when you look at, you had all of the reasons to say, no, I can't, nope, I shouldn't.
exactly.
Let me stay safe, which I no longer think what they say is safe is safe.
Yeah.
What's safe is walking in your purpose, no matter
Yes.
what, right?
Yes.
But yeah, you had so many reasons, but it's in that walkout where
Mhm.
now you're able to even write the story. You could never
Yep.
have written the story had you not continued the walk. So yeah,
Yep.
I know there's gonna be a lot of people calling you because a lot of people
Yes.
need to be inspired by this. Absolutely.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, you're welcome. I'm gonna do a couple of rapid fire, then I'm gonna wrap up with you. What's your favorite book other than the one you wrote?
Oh, so I go back and forth between the autobiography of Malcolm X and The Coldest Winter Ever.
Oh, I love The Coldest Winter Ever.
Exactly.
I haven't
both
written,
of
I haven't
them
read the first one.
both of them were so significant to my upbringing, to my mind frame, how I think and how I move. I give credit to both.
Yeah.
Malcolm X taught me, it opened my eyes to a lot of things in this world and gave me information into other books, other scholars, other things in our Blackness. And Sister Soldier book was so real. It was so raw. It was so, it just, yeah,
And
everything.
it's been years since I've read that, and I
So
still, I
many,
don't
a long time ago.
fantastic book, really good.
Yes.
What one word or sentence would you like to share with women to stay inspired, encouraged, and motivated through their own journeys?
Oh, I would say you have to separate yourself from the noise, from the distractions, and really tune into what God is telling you, what your purpose is. Seek that for yourself. Like put your hand on your heart if you have to and ask God,
Yep.
what is my purpose?
Absolutely.
And I would say move towards that.
Move.
Eliminate anything that is not that. That's why I always tell people have a great day on purpose, because I mean set your intentions.
Yeah.
Move with where you're supposed to be. If we're all doing what we're supposed to do, this world would be a better place. We
That's
all
right.
are called to use our gifts. We all have gifts.
That's
So
right.
that's what I would say.
And I tell you, if you're not walking in them and you're not exercising in them, then you're actually not even living according to what God has called
That's
you to do.
right.
It's
That's right.
Some people say it's even a sin. So yeah, you're absolutely right. Last
Yeah.
thing, what woman inspires you?
Oh, there's so many. And if you read my book, you'll know. Like
Give me
I definitely have to start with.
Give me a
My-
personal
my-
one and a professional one.
You said two.
A personal one and a professional one.
Okay, so my mother, of course. My mother is my first role model. My mother is also from the South Side of Chicago. Grew up, in the neighborhoods and did what she had to do, to work, go to
Right.
school, and work at a bank. And she led. She was just professional all my life. I just saw her like the Claire Huxtable, who I've always loved. So
Yeah.
my mother was that. She was no nonsense. She classy lady, dressed sharp, and she raised her children as best she could, and with respect and integrity. So first, my mom. Um, Professionally, I would have to say this lady Annette Jones. I met her at the Department of Treasury at work, and she was a manager, just
Okay.
up top, territory manager. Just
Okay.
had risen from an area where it's mostly white men. Our faces are not there. She represented us in a like in a sea where we were not. We were not.
Right.
And she showed me that I could do it, that I too can walk to that level, that I too can attain that level of success. And she did so with such class,
Okay.
integrity,
Mm.
information, education, knowledge, just sharp.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
yeah.
That's wonderful.
So
That's
they
good. That's
definitely
good.
inspired me.
Okay. That's good. That's good. We gotta have women who help us
Yeah.
lift as we climb, right? Yeah. That's
Yes.
right. Well, Cassandra, thank you so much for joining me. I wish you nothing but all of life's continued success. I
Thank
know
you
you
so
will
much.
continue to do well. You're welcome. You're welcome. Um, are there any final words that you'd like to share?
Yes. So I'm going to read this synopsis sort of the book. So, Making Faith Moves, no matter what, is a story of survival, resilience, and unshakable faith in the face of life's hardest battles. This memoir takes readers through some of the most painful and defining moments of my life when giving up would have been easier, like you said, than pressing forward. But instead of surrendering to fear, doubt, or adversity, I chose to move. Even when I was afraid, I chose faith. I wrote Making Faith Moves because I know I'm not the only one who has faced storms and wondered, how do we survive it? And I wanted to give others hope, to remind them that no matter what you're going through, they can still move forward. This isn't just my story. That's what I want everyone to know. It's a reminder that faith, courage, and perseverance can carry you through anything. So if you've ever had to fight your way through something, this book is directly for you.
Absolutely. Okay. Y'all can get the book at CassandraLReed.com or on
Yes.
Amazon. I always like to send people to the
And
website.
write a book
You
review.
probably will autograph it. Exactly. Yes, absolutely.
Yes.
Well, thank you again for joining me. Stay
Thank you
right
for
there. I'm going to
having
wrap up.
me.
Okay. I'm sorry.
Thank you for having me.
You're welcome. You are so very welcome. You're welcome. Stay right there. I'm going to wrap up and then I'll say bye to you. Okay. So stay right there. All right, everybody. Thank y'all so much. Again, get Cassandra's book at CassandraLReed.com. This is Women's History Month. We're going to celebrate beautiful, amazing women all month. So tune in every week to see who's next. All right. And then remember, always at the World Class Training Institute, we are here to maximize human capital through leadership and professional development training. You can connect to us at worldclasstraining.net. And finally, always remember that at the Leaders Lounge and at the World Class Training Institute, when you are better, we are absolutely better. Take care. Bye bye.